Yeah, I was waiting for Cindy to show up.
Yeah, I am.
Right. Me too.
You can say that twice.
What?
Even Tom would agree with that.
I guess I'll sharpen it for you.
Just say yes.
No.
Too bad, you missed it, you missed your opportunity.
That's right, because I can tell you what, we was being really nice. Just in case that don't work, I got one of those manuals in my bag. We was saying, I said Carl's thin.
Oh, I was interviewed last night for a video newspaper for our school. I didn't know it was going to be videotaped.
Yeah. You know, when Krispy Kreme had the pirate day and all?
There she
We
is.
walked into the one on 12th Street, and there was South Carolina, USC, with a video camera. They asked me to take me and my wife and ask us questions.
Hey,
About time.
So I wasn't in there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's suckers back there too, guys.
Well, I'm just going by the videos I've seen. Of
Suckers up here in the front seat.
A little thicker on them. A little fuller in the face.
we can always about 2 years change that we ever had.
Oh, you mean the glass?
Yeah.
Last week.
It's funny because
I got the cheapest thing I could get.
They're having a big turn day. I saw it on Craft or
He
something.
got plate glass.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thanks for coming, for your hands-on class. Everybody probably should know Carl if you're ever watched YouTube and want to learn more about turning and everything.
What's YouTube?
Anyway, I don't know how, I'm not going to introduce him because I know he's got a great story. And thanks for coming, and enjoy yourselves. And if you need anything, I think we're going to try to break around 11:30 to go to lunch. So 11:30, 11:45 to go to lunch. Kind of try to do it together, but it's a big crowd. So
Where we going?
probably the same place.
They got a new place across the street called Carolina Cafe.
Yeah, that's not a big place.
It's not.
No.
I just heard a lot of people eat outside.
Well, you can go where you want. So
A lot of times we went and got sandwiches and brought it back for everybody too, if
Yeah.
we wanted to do that.
Can you
Eat
get
there.
some, bring it back?
okay.
I did last time.
So anyway, we'll figure that
Give me your
out
credit card.
shortly. But thanks very much.
Oh.
If you need anything, let me know. I'm ready to help you.
Stack it.
Now that we're sufficiently awake.
All right. I don't have this is my handout for the class. Okay?
Please get one.
I'll pass it around. For
Yeah.
no mic?
We got some guys at a little deficit of
Be
hearing.
quiet, Dan. Be quiet so you can talk.
It's this thing.
It's that thing right there now.
Baffled by. And I'm not a screamer. So if you don't know me, I do YouTube videos mostly, and I've been doing them for almost 10 years now. And I really enjoy doing it and spreading the word about wood turning that way. And today we're gonna make this lidded box. I know, like in the club meetings and stuff, we really don't see a lot of young people getting into turning. But as far as the YouTube community goes and the people on there, the kids really are getting into it. They're getting back into wood turning and woodworking in general. They just don't want to come hang out at club meetings with us bunch of old guys. But they find it on on YouTube and things like that now. All right, so because we have such a big class, I'm not sure how you guys generally do it. Do you go through the whole project?
There you go. See it. Stick this right in your pocket.
Bend it to your
Bend
mouth.
it down to your mouth there, brother.
Otherwise it can hear what you're saying, what you're seeing.
There we go. How's that?
Oh, that's great.
Should I start over?
Use your cell phones.
Mute the phones.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so how do you normally do classes? Do you have me do the whole project?
Yes, for beginners,
29.
start at the beginning.
Okay, and then we go ahead and go.
Yes.
Okay.
Or it's how you would wanna do it, if you wanna kinda do one part at a time, or.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because we're such a big class, and that way we can
Yeah.
kind of,
I like
what?
That works too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I forget what you did first by the time you get to the last.
Right, that's why I thought, and plus you're gonna be walking around, but it's pretty easy. So I think that's glued together though.
And if you have mixed them at the
I'll
top,
pass this around, we're gonna go ahead and make the centerpiece first.
I'll remember not.
So basically, it's just a tube. You can leave the bottom on if you want to, like a traditional box. I like busting through the bottom of it there and making it just a tube, and that way there's a little more detail on the bottom. It's either a different wood, like in that one I did a little bit of piercing, but even if not, it's just a different species when you open it up, so it adds a little detail to it.
Sure that wasn't a mistake when you went through the bottom?
The bottomless box.
A phone.
I can make that really.
I have this right here.
Oh, those
No,
are
remember
all
where
the
it's
way
at.
down.
Supposed to be right there.
Did you see that? It didn't go all the way through.
I've done that box before, when the first time you had it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
I did it out of walnut and maple.
yeah. Oh, and that one's out of walnut and holly.
Mine was probably about like that.
Why you got a separate myrtle and crepe myrtle?
It's not the
It's
same
different.
thing.
What is the difference? Crepe. What?
Get him, boy, get him.
Myrtle wood from Oregon, it only grows in one place. It's very hardwood.
Yeah.
And crepe myrtle is, I'm not sure, but it doesn't even look the same.
Okay, well, I've never seen myrtle, but I've turned crepe myrtle.
It's kind of like our regular pear and Bradford pear.
What is it?
Yeah,
Bradford pear don't have fruit.
Bradford pear's kind of a, just, is it nice to turn?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's nice to turn, but it's just a plain color.
Okay.
It doesn't have fruit on it.
All right.
It's very ornamental. It comes down quick in a storm.
Oh, okay.
It kind of spreads out real quick, and then
Falls
weak
down.
limbs. But it's beautiful when it's flowered, and
Oh, is it?
it goes in a cone shape.
Oh,
But it
nice.
smells to high heaven when it flowers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dead fish.
yes.
Worse than dead fish. Worse than dead fish.
All right. As far as tools go, I would normally just use a roughing gouge to true that up, but I don't. It's weighs too much to put it on a plane, so I'm just going to use that.
Do you need a roughing gouge?
It's all right. I'll just use that. I'm just going to use a bolt gouge to do it. So what I'm going to do, and it would be just like a regular box, is I'm going to put a tenon down on one end of this, and I'll just true it up, try to make the walls parallel, put a tenon down on it, and then we'll hollow it out. But you don't have to make this just a straight tube. You can make a cone. I've done cone ones. You can have ones that bulge out in the center like a little donut. You can basically do whatever you want. We're just utilizing the center, but you can turn a 3-piece box using any of those different styles. Okay. So, does it sound like really tinny, or is it just me?
You talking about the lispy noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw a little bass in there. Pull the mid-range down a little too.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll show you later on after class.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's better.
I don't think you touched it.
That better?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yes, that's good now. Oh, it's great.
I don't know.
Sing us a song and let's see how it goes.
The right end is the high, the low end is the left. You can tell by the lower numbers on the megahertz.
2, 3. That sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's much better. It is.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
I'm used to the ones that's got bass on one end and treble on the other.
Say some deep.
Oh, you have a cold, so it throws you off.
Hmm?
You have a cold, it throws you off.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna true it up and put a 10 fidelity in, and I'll run the lay speed at about 1,000, I guess.
Okay, just plug it in.
Actually, 1,500.
Were you using an off-beveled push cut or were you on
Mhm.
bevel?
You know, just a push cut, and I'll clean it up. Come back once we get it true. It just I don't know if you can see that, but it's just barely hitting the bevel and stuff like that.
We don't have the switch. He was asking me about the overhead camera. We don't have the switch for the overhead camera. We have a new camera though.
That's
Gotcha.
Yep.
it's a square cutter. I'm just gonna use that to make the tenon on it. It doesn't have to be, big tenon.
Gotcha.
It's a little diamond tool. We use that just to give it the angle on my
Dovetail.
Yeah.
Roger making one of them tools he uses to cut them inside tendons, not the out one.
Oh, what?
I forget the name of the tendon, but it's one where you cut it in and
Yeah.
it expands your tendon.
Oh,
He made a tool of that
oh,
out of my Craftsman screwdriver. I'm
Right.
like, "Boy, that thing is."
with the angle on it. and
Oh
everything.
man, Roger makes a good one. You can tell him I told him.
You what?
You can tell him I told him.
All right. You didn't show me that.
He needs to. You see the fingerprint, can't you? It's like little flies going like that.
I don't think that's good. Maybe.
Come on.
convoluted.
So how'd you get your wife to do all your music? With questions that
dinners.
I wouldn't normally ask, you know.
He'll ask
Since you're not saying anything, I thought I'd ask.
Any question about
Many dinners on the
YouTube
town.
or anything.
Can you do a YouTube on how you do your YouTubes?
I have done.
That would be interesting.
I have done a couple on them, and cameras to use and everything.
Somebody else does one
It's the
too.
editing is what people really need to know.
Yeah, I've done just a couple basic ones, but there's a lot of people out there who do
What do you use for editing?
Adobe Premiere. It's a pretty cheap program. With the photo editor, it's $150.
Okay.
You do a good job, though. That's the thing, you do an excellent job.
On a regular PC or on a Mac?
PC.
PC.
Yeah, but you can get.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people do it on Mac, but they.
all the Adobe products are available for Macs.
Yeah, and they have that iMovie too, and I think it works pretty well.
Because my daughter is a camera person in TV and movies and stuff, and she says they all use Macs.
Yeah.
I mean, like 110%.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is. I mean, it's not. As professional about that. But again, if the video quality and the audio and everything is good, people are going to want to watch it more than than if it's just shot on your phone or something.
What are people doing when you're watching a video and it has to keep buffering? What are they doing
It's
wrong?
just your internet speed.
It's slow.
Yeah. You can drop. There's a little wheel down there. You can drop the quality down to like 320 or something, and it should go faster.
Okay.
Let it queue a while before you look at it.
Let it
That's
what?
true.
Cure?
Let it queue
Let
up
it buffer.
before you
Okay.
look at it.
No, I'm talking about sitting there watching it and it'll go 2 or 3 minutes, then it stop and start doing it.
Just wait and let it get it
Yeah.
down. Don't look
Okay.
at it.
Okay, I got
Close
you
your
now.
eyes.
Pay for a
Start
higher
it, then
bandwidth.
pause it, come back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
More than likely that's your internet speed, but also it could be the computer.
I mean, his videos is no problem. I'm just saying other ones that I watch, I get tired of watching stuff like that, so I just go to the next one or something.
Really, mine don't buffer.
No, when I watch yours, it goes right straight through it. But if I'm sitting there watching some other ones and stuff, that you'll see one that's good, and the next one is sit down, and you got to sit there and wait.
It's got to be just your internet speed because it's just buffering the video. Because I uploaded in full 1080.
Now, like I say, yours is. I've never had no problem with yours.
It might be the server they're on too.
Uh-huh.
What I'll usually do, if I really want to watch it, is download it and then watch it on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
PC.
So basically,
versus
just
going-
when it starts, just stop it and let it get ahead or something.
I remember when I first got on YouTube, they didn't even have high-speed internet with dial-up, so it's I got broken in that way. I would spend more time reading comments because they would just have to let it buffer for 15 minutes.
Terry, there's a website called keepvid.com that you download all the YouTube videos for on your computer.
I'm just gonna drill this out with the Forstner bit just to set the depth on it and clean up the center of it.
What size?
It's I think it's 1 1/4 inch, but like normally if you're gonna do something, boxes like this, I'll do the full, 2 inch.
Oh, okay.
So I only have to make a couple of passes when I'm done, to just clean up the edge just a little bit. So it takes out the majority of the material, as long as you have a, lathe that it doesn't bog down. Because once you get into like 2 inch, it starts to really bog the small piece down. So what I always do is run it up like that, just set it, and then back it off, and then start laying. I run it about, it depends on the piece of wood, but generally about 150, 200. Yeah, if you were thinking about doing a YouTube channel or any of that, or even doing one for your club, I would say yes, yes, yes on all of the above. I wouldn't have. I really like bigger boxes, but I probably wouldn't have done half the things I do if it wasn't for YouTube and just trying to come up with different projects every week.
Yeah. That's my hand.
That must be the only way you touch it, because
No, I
you
was
see that
holding
much
it.
dust.
I was holding it, putting it in, and
I thought that's what you did this morning.
no. We'll get some static stuff and spray it so it can stick.
Didn't help there.
I didn't want to rub it hard.
On the outside, I think.
Check on this side.
Yeah, see now.
Wow. It works.
That one didn't.
On the other side there.
Same fingerprint on both sides.
Gary, just stand up there and keep doing
Yeah,
it.
keep doing it.
All right.
Bless you.
How far in are you drilling? With that?
I'm gonna drill right there,
Oh,
just below the bottom, and you can do these, you know, I mean, if you want to make a 1-inch one, you can do it the same way. I'll show you, when we take a break here, I'll pull some pictures up on my phone. We can, look at different styles. Alright. So, generally when I'm at home, if it doesn't have an inlay piece in the top of it, like that walnut one there, it probably only takes about, I don't know, 45 minutes to make one from start to finish. The little inlay takes a little bit longer, and I don't know if you noticed on that one, it shrunk up a little bit. You could feel that ridge on the inside. So, a lot of times, even when you make a box, depending on how you want the lid to fit, you need to take it in the house and let it sit overnight, or maybe even a couple of days, because even if it's dry wood, you're putting a lot of pressure on it, and it's expanded all the fibers, so it needs to relax before you do the final test on the lid, or the final fit on the lid. All right, I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit on the outside. I'll just use this guy.
How much time is still left on that Christmas thing you're doing?
November 30th. Get yours in. What are you making?
Don't know yet, but I haven't been to the lathe to turn. And
Make a lamp post light.
Huh?
Make a lamp post light.
I'm gonna turn a lighthouse.
Full size.
No, you make one small, like, you know where he drills 2 holes and he makes it out of Osage orange like a lamp. Can't think of the guy's name. It does it. He makes it looks like a little miniature lamp post.
Yeah.
I'll think of his name in a minute. Myers, Harvey Myers? No. Or is it Bob Bunkum?
Bob Bowson did that.
Yeah, Bob Bunkum.
Yeah.
Balcom.
Balcom.
He does a lot of snowman ornaments and stuff like that.
Okay.
Little heads, hollowed heads and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think we had 140 people enter last year. Oh, it's a good competition, challenge. And yeah, we got great prizes again this year.
What did people send in? They send the stuff in?
Oh yeah, you should go on his YouTube and check it out.
Okay.
No, they don't send the ornaments,
Oh.
but and then the companies usually just hang on to their stuff and mail it. But all you have to do is make a video or a slideshow of the process of you making it.
Okay.
And we put it in a playlist and everything. It's a lot of fun.
I just look, I don't read or listen.
Terry's ornaments are so small you might not can see them.
Really? Mine are usually about like that.
Yeah.
I do earrings and stuff like that.
Let's turn.
Let's rock and we're turning.
All right. This is a little detailer. All right.
That little round detailer.
It's not a
There's your best to look at that way.
It's a #1 hauler is what it is. But you can use whatever you want to clean this out. That's just what I use for it. We're at 2,500 almost.
You're just setting out the walls now?
Yeah, just bringing it down the wall thickness. You just want to, when you're doing the box, try and make sure, so like if the bottom of it was here, you need to go past that so that the wall thickness is the same. You're going to put it back on the lathe to sand up the other end of it, but it's just easier to, when you part it out, come back just a little bit so the wall's even.
Is that all you do? Okay.
Yeah. So that's the bottom right there. So I would make sure to go past that, but I'd come back up in here so that, cause like that tool there, if you used like a band end or something, you could get right down there, but, so it doesn't have that lip come around the corner when you do it.
If you're on that label, that's probably
Okay.
sticking.
There you go. Yeah, the camera's plugged up to this. It's got to be that. It's plugged up there. All right. Get rid of this then.
I'm just going, I don't know,
And
thin. Not too thin. I think on most of them, like, almost there. That's about what I do. You don't want to make them too thin for box. This is kind of.
Another drop ship on the other side where you plug it in, but it's gotta have a drop ship.
No more lights.
Terry, I've got an extension cord out in the car if you want me to go get it.
All right.
Is that a yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So as far as I know right now, we're using it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So we got one coming, Don. Put it wherever you want it.
Oh, can you guys see?
That's pretty good. I got the same problem at home. I got one of these that one side of it doesn't work. I got one of these little $15 lights like that because I got a small lead. I was getting ready to send it back. Then I decided to move the drop cord. And it started working.
You got one to blow over there for?
Yes, if you need it. I always thought they carried straws in their pocket. Looking for the, there it goes. There it is right there, but I need to go plug it in.
I sand with this right here. It just eliminates the sanding dust, and I like a satin finish. So it's Howard. I'm not sure if they have it here or not, but it's a wood polish conditioner. It's for cutting boards and things like that. But it's beeswax and orange oil. It's just a mixture. So and it works really well. And I'll show you how.
You like that better than your original mixture that you used to do, the
It's
mineral oil?
It's just cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Because I was buying paste wax and then mixing it with mineral oil, and it worked very well. But it was like, I think paste wax is $12 a can, and then you have to buy mineral oil, and that right there you pick up. I think there's $7.50 at Home Depot.
Okay.
But they might have it here too.
I think they do have it.
Oh,
Feeding wax.
yeah.
I use Capnetti's
Yeah.
OB Shine juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit it with the air hose one time there.
Never really built a static.
Yeah. And do we have any paper towels?
I've got a roll over there too.
Thank you. So normally I take this and pour it into another little Tupperware container.
Cool.
What?
Pool, I sell Tupperware.
Oh, there we go.
And
Do you-
most of
do
the
you
money
need a
I
small
make in it, I
container?
use to send out care packages to placeholders.
Oh,
Do you need a small container?
No, it's, I'm just,
That's on my car if you need some.
I'm just,
She gonna make a sale.
I know.
Does that dry on your micro mesh? Do you have to dispose of it? I mean, not micro mesh, Abernet.
Abernet,
Does
yeah.
it clog it up, using it for that?
No, it just goes right through the holes and keeps sanding.
And so you can keep using that Abernet over and over again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
That's right.
I used to use cloth pack paper, but I just recently switched to the Abernet.
Yes.
It works great with it too.
I like it too.
Because the sanding sealer clogs up my Abernet and kind of a pain to take it off.
Oh, but, okay. That's a little much, but that's why it's, if you have a little container, it's easier to dip it in. So I do the inside now with this. I'm gonna turn your lid speed way down. So, then we put the splatter all over the place.
Pull your finger off slowly instead of quickly.
There you go.
So it'll pull your finger off slowly instead of quickly.
It only hurts for the first 20 seconds. After that, it's numb.
You pass out.
Yeah,
That's faint from the blood pressure.
blood don't bother me. It's that pain, that numbness of the elbows.
Just get it red, not orange.
Play nice now, play nice.
Thousand comedians out of jobs. We're trying to do here.
Does that act as a pore filler? You left the sand and dust in there, I saw. Does that fill in the pores?
It does, but I keep going through all the grits up to 600, so you
Okay.
keep sanding it back out. And then I blow it out with the air compressor when I'm done. And then I put a coat of just straight beeswax on it after I'm done. I go through a lot of paper towels.
Terry,
Yes, sir.
can you hold the jar up to the camera or think so?
Feed and wax. And I believe they do have it out here.
Oh, do they?
I believe they do.
So I'll just show you real quick. If you like glossy, high gloss finish, don't use this. Because you can't put polyurethane over the top of it, so it needs to be something you're just gonna put wax or a wax finish over.
So what grit do you start sanding it?
It depends. That was 120, but you know, it depends on the type of wood. A lot of woods you can go a lot higher than that. Just move up through real quick, and you know, you get all your stuff set up at home. It's pretty easy. You know, I don't use these pads. I use rolls of the Abernet. It's just easier. I have a little thing where you can just cut off little pieces and stuff. But these are
That's just for traveling.
yeah.
I don't think they have the rolls and stuff here, do they?
They got it square though. It's in a, you can get a incremental pack of it for like $21. It goes through all the grits, because that's how I bought it. Because I cut mine up into small strips.
Well, the only ones I saw was the round ones.
It's in a blue pack. It's hanging up below the round single pack.
Where did you get the offset roll? Where did you get the offset roll?
From woodturning.com, but they're like 3-inch, I think.
I know they got
3-inch wide.
3 and 2 and 4 out here, and then they got some that's get big round, but I get the square one.
Okay.
I get a square sheet. I think it's a square sheet.
I always go through and wipe off all the little slurry.
I just noticed you rounded, you went around the end, does that affect the?
No, I mean, it's, you know, honestly, on boxes like this, I don't normally, I just did that one because I take it around and stuff, but normally I don't make the lids fit tight on this style. I don't know, they're, with the base and everything, they seem like a box you should just be able to walk up and take the lid off and not pick it up and, you know, right off. But, yeah, you don't want to do that if you want a box that you want the lid to pop.
We do have this out here, I think it's $11. It's a small bottle bag.
Yeah, okay.
The bead wax. Now, I apologize, they only have the internet and 6 weeks
All right, and I would keep going through the rest of them, but we're just gonna stop there at 240.
Say you normally go to 600?
Yeah. Do a couple different things.
Here you go.
Oh, I get it right there. There's this stuff called Hampshire Sheen.
Yorkshire grit?
Is it Yorkshire grit?
Yeah, that's that with the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that stuff works really well. You only have to go up to like 240, and then you can switch to that paste, and it just kind of breaks down as you sand it. So I use that a lot too. And I'm not sure, there's another one, something.
Hampshire Sheen is what you use afterwards, it's the wax.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any of that.
I've got some of that, but it sat in my garage over the summer and it just hardened up.
Oh, did it?
That was the original formula stuff, so it's probably 3 years old type
Okay.
formula.
You say Hampshire Sheen?
Hampshire Sheen
Is it kind of like the Renaissance?
It's got a microcrystalline.
Yeah, that's what that has.
Yep.
The little small
Charles?
snuff can.
Yeah. This is a question, does the glue still stick all right with that stuff on there?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is come in here just like this. And we're gonna cut it off so that we have a clean little spot for the glue to. So you can see where that ridge comes up a little bit, so we're just gonna come back.
Don, I'm thinking when you're talking about cutting off, you still have the bottom raw that the glue could stick to.
Is this where you're gonna make the hole, put the other hole in the other end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then when you part that off, it gives you a clean surface
Right.
to glue to. Because, so like this one, if you put too much glue in there, it's gonna ooze out around the inside. So all I do is put a little bit on my finger and run it around just the outside of the lip, and then put the base on, and that way it's just a little bit on those end fibers. All right, so to part this off, just come here, speed back up.
Voila. Yeah. So a dog lapping cup. Yeah, salad bowl for a dog.
Put your little expansion tin in there and
Yeah.
do the other side off, and then you can
Make
use
the
it
top.
to read at night by your bed or something.
Now, we have some jam chucks because I wasn't, or some waste wood. But no, this is what I normally do. Wasn't sure how many chucks we'd have with jaws like this.
It's pretty penny for the ability to do that though.
Yep, $4.50.
Actually, you can get them for about $3.89 now.
Actually, you can buy the kit for the Novus now.
I just like having 3 chucks.
Nova makes a kit, you know that.
Yeah, I just need that.
To retrofit them?
They retrofit them like that. But
Yeah.
it costs a pretty penny still.
So just put a little bit of pressure on that.
What I'm gonna do this week, I'm gonna make 4 or 5 of these, just so I don't forget.
Feel free to holler at me. I hadn't done this in 4 months.
There we go. So,
Looks good.
You come and visit them right there?
I'm not for sure.
Come on.
It all depends on how I do today. My battery died and I've been having a lot of
Okay,
pain.
that surgery today?
Yeah, no, not today. That's what the phone call was about. I got a tinge unit in my back.
We're ready. We ready to cut or what?
I know that's recording on the front, don't you?
Yes, I saw it.
oh, and so there we go. There's a little tube, and normally, I mean, what we'll do is we'll sand up the other side too when you guys do them. And then, so I think we should actually go ahead and make one of these. You're shaking your head no. No.
He's got one of those, you know, at that age, you know, where you can't.
I thought you was talking about Donald Beasley. He was trying to wake up.
The centerpiece.
Oh.
Yeah, just peel it off, cut it off.
Yeah, no, combine it.
We need to get it something different. That's it. This one's antique.
It's good. It just sounded a little tinny. I wasn't sure whether it was tinny for them.
I hadn't been here in probably about 4 or 5 months. I'm a little rusty on the camera and stuff. You know, I was supposed to have my battery changed last week. I have a tinge unit in my back. And I thought it died. I charged it last night, but I can't get it to come on. Now I've had it in there for 6 years, and it was only good for 3 to 5 years.
Might be going down.
They're talking about putting a new one in that I don't have to charge. That's guaranteed for 10 years at $24,000.
Ouch.
I was a little hopper. I was a little hopper. Once you feel good.
I got over mine. I got over my toes.
Mine's a pain. I wouldn't care, but it's not possible.
I don't want to use the shell.
Would go pretty nice. Yeah, would go Oh, I see now, I see. I'm sorry. I see what you're doing now.
Yeah, it's quite a cool stuff.
I wasn't looking while I was thinking of it. I'm so used to having that one. I called my
You didn't say it was good, I didn't know what to bring, so I just sort of
bring what you like to eat. But I always do.
Yeah, that's how much you had time.
I don't care if you got 500 food, if you got 5 days. You had a table out there, and they will mind it over. If you sit on the table, and all together, how many kids you got? You got a 5 days, or 35.
But it takes you that many tools to find it.
Yeah. And she said, don't let anybody, and Mark Twain said this too, don't let anybody tell you you got to hold it this way.
Oh, I know, yeah.
You know,
Everybody's
I hold mine like this, you hold yours like that. Don't keep hold it like that, just hold it like this. I know I do a lot. When I do fingers, I hold mine a lot like this. I put my finger down it like that.
So you got good control.
Yeah, because I'm doing this a lot too. I got the thing on the back of the finger. When you're doing it too long, they'll go like
Yeah, I know. You never know.
I bought the stuff and I just sit it there. Like the heels and stuff. I didn't go all the way through that. I get I don't think I saw it start to wobble. It makes it a little short.
call box. Well, you have to go down to the key. Right here. Right here.
Another one?
I see that.
How you doing? Two lines right there.
That's the whole depot too.
$11. You buy these on either eBay or Amazon. Get 5 of these for I think it's $11. It's a high-speed steel. It's just correspond to the whole Thank you. Farming out with the other one. This one does really good.
Leaning out a little bit. Yep.
I have to do it like that. Carl? Yeah. Sure, you try that in here. It's just funky gears with my bad turn. I can't do the swing on. I don't know if my tool is that what's up? That's the same thing, right? Brand new blade. Should I turn it a little bit? Yeah. Spin it around, right?
talking about some different styles of boxes too, but the same way. There's a little.
My help with the
Might
other
do
one.
it again. There you go. I didn't have it running.
No. Is it good?
That's good.
That's
Okay.
good.
What's the,
I don't know what happened, Terry.
The
It
light
was just
dimmed on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the light dim, yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
technology?
It expired.
There you go.
What kind of wood is that?
Second one from the left.
Small one.
the small one in the back or the one
No,
in the
front.
front? That's olive and walnut. The one behind that to the, whatever that side it would be, is maple and walnut. And then the little V one is redwood and I believe maple.
Where'd you say that one
Thank
was?
you.
That's olive. Olive and
Olive, okay, olive wood.
walnut. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but you was using the other one.
Which one? Did it get the point across?
Cindy.
You,
He gets the point across the
look,
finger.
I'm taking that from my dad. He don't have that finger, so he's always pointing with that finger.
Just like in that episode.
He'd always say, "Hey, come here."
The guy had his arm
I mean, because it was broke. I mean, it was the tendons were tore up. He'd say, "Hey, come here."
it's not on video.
Is this gonna be on YouTube?
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
possible.
audio.
It's recording, so.
Yeah.
It's also out in the main building
Yeah.
there too.
Just tell us to be quiet, Carl. We'll shut up. We're not afraid to be told to hush.
Yeah.
Hush.
All right, we have, looks like 17 minutes to lunch.
Whatever it is.
All right.
Don't tell Don that.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is make the bottom piece. The bottom and top are made the same way. It's just, they're just,
One's beveled. Yeah.
one's cupped out on the bottom, one's raised up on the top. When we get back from lunch, I'll do the top and then we can start making those, but I'm gonna do the base first. I always try and make my bases a little bit smaller than the lid on this style. That way it just kind of looks like it's, you know, it just gives it a little more form and it makes it look like it's a house, you know. Your eaves hang over, kind of gives it that look to it there. So I always go just a little bit over, not too much on the lid to it. But, all right, so we're gonna make the base. What I'm gonna do is cut in a recess on it. We're gonna clean up this side of it right here and then go ahead and part it off.
Huh?
Microphone's not working.
It's not very loud what they're saying.
It's not working. Try again.
The light's on.
The lights on?
Yeah. Light's
Nobody's
on.
home.
Right?
Nope.
Is it on?
1, 2.
It was
plug all
working
the
a
way
minute
in?
ago.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the bonus.
1,
got
2,
one more
3.
battery in your
1,
truck.
2, 3.
Is that plug in all
1,
the
2,
way?
3.
Push it all the way down. Try it.
1, 2, 3.
Shake the switch.
Switch is all the way over where it's supposed to be. It shows that's showing low battery.
Oh, low battery.
Yeah.
Right now, you're gonna need to get some 9-volt batteries, because remember this Sunday that
That's it.
you change your
Yeah,
power
that's it.
plugs,
What?
and that's when
That's
you
working?
change all your alarms.
Okay. Hey, now. Okay, all right, again, I'm just gonna make the base, and we're gonna do that real quick. And we're gonna make a recess in it, and then shape this part of right here, and then part it off. So, we use a bowl gouge, and probably have it about 2,000 RPM. And I noticed, I don't know how long everybody's been turning, but I noticed there's people running the lathe pretty slow. And when you have something like this, generally take it on the bandsaw and get it trued up a little, you know, just knock the corners off a little bit. But the faster you're turning something, the easier it's gonna be, especially with the roughing gouge when you're turning up the square block. You know, the slower you're going, it's going kunk, 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 and you crank it up 2,500. It's like a continuous cut almost, even though it's not. So I always try and run the lathe pretty fast, as long as it's a good solid piece of wood with no cracks in it, you know, if it doesn't have a void or something to worry about, something like that. But that's a good piece of wood, it's clean, so crank speed up.
3,000? 3,000?
We're just gonna go 2,500 right there. And two, just use your body to move the tool around.
Need a smaller wrist.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll get it.
Oh, do we have one?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
6-inch one.
Sir?
Oh, we got CWT there for a minute. Yeah.
Country music television.
KWP if you're with Texas.
The Charleston, something like that.
Pig picking.
Yeah, he picked it up. 5-figure discount. Did it by accident, but that's a lot of Charleston's. Took a couple there too.
Are you talking about Pat?
That is-
Well, no, he didn't. They put it in his box.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Are you gonna turn it to sides first?
No, I'm just gonna put the tenon down on it first, because once you remount it, you know, a lot of times we're just a little bit off. I'd rather just clean it all up on the, after it's in the shell. And this is going to be the inside of the bottom. Anybody have any other questions? Anything? Oh, what?
You turn 100% of the time? That's the main
Yeah.
profession?
Yep.
100%.
So I do YouTube videos for a living. That's what I do. But I also you can't make a living doing YouTube videos. So it's all of this. I sell my stuff. I have
Mostly up in Oregon, or do you have other galleries up and around?
just Oregon.
Just Oregon?
Yeah. Well, I have a like Etsy store too. It's all online stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, it's just a lot of little different pieces to make it work. So I have, sponsors for the show and stuff like that too. And without all of it, I couldn't do it for a living.
I don't know if y'all have been contacted or not, but Artisans downtown is going out of business. If anybody's got any stuff in there. We did have some people in here that had pins and some other stuff in there. I'm thinking it's on Marion Street, somewhere along there. It's Artisans Gallery.
That's not the one Roger belongs to, is it?
Roger Wright?
Yeah.
It might be.
No.
Not-
Northeast.
Okay.
Okay.
I just haven't noticed it. Day before yesterday, I came by there going out of business. I had some pins in there at one time. Dick Steve got me to put some pins in there, and I kept forgetting about it. If he hadn't have told me, they'd have probably got gone.
Does your lathe have the turnout on the back where you could take the two rest?
Yeah, the tilt away?
Yeah, tilt away.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have one of those here. one of y'all guys come in and grab it and throw it away.
Still one of mine. That effect we got
No, if
this
it's
way.
in your way, we can set it down on the floor if you want to get rid of it.
It's okay. It's, you know what, it's really nice. I probably use that thing 8 or 10 times a day. Just even when I'm about to do what I'm doing now, it's just so much easier to kick that thing off to the side, so it's, you're not hit your elbow on it or anything, but.
Especially if you got a sharp point on it.
Right.
Done that.
Yeah.
Woodruff said, don't do that. You only had to do it once before you remember to take it off. It is heavy, but it sits down on the bucket.
So, you use calipers. They make a couple different styles of
Right.
these to determine, you know, the diameter there. But if you're going to use this style here, don't touch both these points. Okay? It'll.
Yeah, they tell us to round off one side.
Yeah. So I usually use the one that's on the tool rest side, and that way it's pushing it down onto the tool rest. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and the Easy Wood tools, I notice a lot of people have them. They're just on center. So you line the tool rest off, depending on what size you have, put it right up on center and parallel. There's only one that they have that the cutter isn't parallel, and it's this one. And it's the little one I've been walking around. It's a little hollower, and they recommend that one to be just above center and tilted down, you know, just a little bit.
The number 3 they recommend to be above center and tilted down also.
On the hollower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. I didn't know that, but all of these ones are right on center. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean out the majority of it with this one here, and you don't have to go in very far, just enough to where the lip of your jaws, when you expand it, just, you know, less than a
Grab it,
quarter of
yeah.
an inch, just something to bite to, because you're really not taking off that much material. I always try and get it just close and then switch to parting tool. It makes a more parallel cut. These right here, depending on the diameter, will hit the heel on it. Sorry. It hits the heel depending on the diameter, so you can't get a clean parallel cut on the wall there. So I always just switch to a parting tool. This little part right here.
I know how hard that
Just a
is.
skosh.
Just a skosh.
One more pass.
You have your cameras at home, you're used to showing for the camera. I see you're used to showing for the camera at home that you know where it's at.
I know.
Not this one on the side.
It's, well, it's a little, I have all my tools set up in the same spot too, so it's gonna, to get used to it. There we go. So, it doesn't have to be that tight, but, you know, I mean, you're
Glue's
gonna put a little bit of glue on
Yeah,
it anyway.
that'll make it snug.
Yeah. And then I've been walking around showing this tool and letting some people use it too. But it really, it's a hollowing tool, but I don't use it all just for hollowing. I'm gonna go ahead and make this bead or this little cove here with this tool right here. And it's just because it works so fast and easy, and there's really not a whole lot to think about. Just leave a little bit of material so when you do expand it, Who jumped?
That was a test.
I was trying to figure out what did that do. I was getting ready to stand up.
My heart will start beating again.
Right?
Walnut gets me too.
What?
Walnut gets me.
Okay, so at this point, you don't want to put any finish on this side of it here because you're gonna need to glue to it. So you need to, but you can sand and finish the outside of it here too. And then, you know what? I'll just run through a couple. Get it cleaned up.
How much was that pin Abernet kit?
13
And it came with what, 5, 6 pieces?
came 2 of each, 120, 150, 220, 320, 4.
You had little pieces of it, of the sandpaper?
Yeah, you show.
Kind of like a little pin kit.
Oh.
See that?
Oh.
Which that's a good price.
Size.
Yeah.
Don't want it to hear. Yeah.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, 12 pieces, I think.
That's not bad.
$13.95 and club discount.
No, it really is great sandpaper. I haven't used paper sandpaper in years. I switched to cloth back, I don't know, about 10 years ago, maybe a little more. And it works, cloth has worked so much better than paper. And then I switched to this not too long ago, and I think this lasts about twice as long as the cloth lasts.
Yeah. On my trip, a lot of times I start out at 120. It's just maybe a little tiny amount, and I'll work it out with this.
All right, well,
You can use them over and over and over again.
Yeah, just blow them out.
He says when they wear down, you can use them
Wash
for
them.
less. Yeah, see that?
What usually happens is the number wears off before the sandpaper wears off. You don't know what grit it is.
Right.
Keep writing it on there.
I'll think of it. Sharpie.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
I can promise you, these will be wore out.
I've been using mine.
You know, if you want that, you can pull out and move it around that knob.
And I just wipe it on my
Knob
shirt
here.
and it cleans
You
it
can move
right
it where you want to.
Oh, it's
Just throw away the shirt every week. Should have sandpaper.
you've been turning longer than I have.
What?
I was telling you about that knob.
Oh.
Can I see the back of it, Carl? Can we see the back of it since you're done?
Pardon me?
He just,
Okay.
hadn't finished it yet. Getting ready to finish it now, yeah.
Cool.
If you're doing something thin like this, make sure that when you bring that down that it's small, because if it's much bigger than that and you twist it to break it off, it's just gonna pull the fibers out, and you might not have enough material there to clean them up. And when it does, it rips out quite a bit of them. So.
I've done that.
Okay. You might have to switch jaws.
Close but no cigar. There we go.
Just make it a little bigger.
Great minds running the same channel. No, I run around quite a bit.
I can't believe how that.
That's one thing good about those. They're not numbered, so you just put them anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pat's got his off. He said he's got one that won't close right.
What, he's got an easy one now?
No.
Hmm?
What we talking about?
You get 10% off.
No, it's
Tiny deals like that.
Oh.
Nova's got.
Somebody was telling me it was about 3-something, 360
They do
something.
that too, Nova has.
For these?
The Chuck. Chuck you got
I
there.
think they're $3.99.
But we get a discount, 10% discount.
Oh, nice.
That's why I said, I guess said 360 something. It's got to be 30 some dollars, well, about $40 off.
They, I don't know, I've never had a problem with it. I mean, the jaws or anything. This thing gets sticky. You have to spray it down with WD-40, but other than that.
I use that dry, that ball clint,
Oh, yeah.
Sir?
that dry spray. As far as when I clean my Chuck, it's in a gold can out there. Can't think of the name of it. I think the guy's name is Scott Phillips. He came here and talked about it. He said he used to use WD-40, but WD-40 collects dust.
Right.
So he said something else. It goes on wet, but it dries. It's a dry type stuff.
In the spray can?
Yeah.
I got a graphite spray. Bless you, man.
You must edit that out on your YouTube channel.
What?
I said you must edit that out on your YouTube channel.
Right. Oh, I edit out getting sick. Oh. Well,
How often do you make the videos?
every week.
I mean, like once a week, twice a week?
Oh, yeah, every Friday.
You said you make money, do you get paid for, how do you make money on YouTube?
Oh, okay. The ads that come on when you watch the videos, they're how people get paid on YouTube. So, and it just depends on what time of year it is. If it's like Christmas time and the advertisers spend more money, so you make a little bit more. During the summer, everybody's on vacation, you make a little bit less. It's just the ads that pop up on everybody gets paid.
Subscribe to this channel, guys.
Hmm?
I get on Google, I get a thing that tells me every time you put a new video out on Google.
I get one.
So is Robin posting your thing too?
You gotta put, you gotta put.
No, I just had it, when you upload a video, you can hit schedule on
okay.
it, so I just did that. It's probably out by now. It was
I
like,
haven't gotten an email on it yet.
oh, it was 9 o'clock,
Oh, okay.
Pacific, yeah. Oh, I guess it's noon. Standing sale.
You all while you're doing that, Terry?
Call him.
Sir,
Check the oil while you're doing it. Check the oil while you're doing it.
take the oil.
And wait.
I'm gonna kick the tires too.
He said there was enough, he forgot.
But you gotta get 50% more of SO gas to do that.
Wash my truck.
That's 35 cents more gas. God, this thing is shucking. Static.
Which is why you need to be doing it.
You need to be touching something that's grounded.
I thought I was grounded.
All right.
All you Baptists think you're grounded. Oh,
Yeah. I'd rather be up in the air though.
yeah.
Show me to hold it over here.
Okay. I'll find you in a minute. There you go.
Wow, nice.
All right. So that's really it. You know, just make a recess in there. You can do whatever you want. This is just, I like that shape there. Cup it out in the back a little bit. I use the tool there to put it up against there as long as can you see
Gotcha.
that?
Yeah.
As long as you see daylight through there, it's going to sit flat. Good to go. So I think we should break for lunch, and then we'll come back and I'll turn the top, and then we can all get started. Top's basically the same thing, except you just go up on there. All right. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Sounds good. He's hiding his face, don't want to be seen.
When you
come up with something or a different.
When we're done with this part of it, can I bring mine over here and open it in your truck and finish the back? My truck's too small.
Because all it's mainly got to be is cover line of sight.
Yes, I'll put a brand new battery in it. Now, yeah, that light is just to show you that Lola battery's coming to see
You know
you.
your part of it.
Done my 3 days.
Where's the shield?
You got your wire caught in your ear. Got it. It was catching too much current on turn that.
You got some furniture polish on it.
Yeah, well,
The same thing.
I went to get razor. I had no clue. I had some finished static spray or wipe or something.
Computer stores have.
Like that or glass stores. How about
Computer
Walmart?
stores have the screens on monitors.
How about Bollywood?
Now you're in the line of fire.
I know that. George is kind of right between, so I'm gonna have to trust Carl to do it.
Whoever's behind you will cut right between the two of you and crack me.
I have a big wooden smile. I've had George Washington wooden teeth.
somebody asked.
I'm good.
We can use this piece of wood to do both of them, and you can. It's just cutting it really close. So when you make your top and you do your little curve in it, it might not have enough material to make it look right. I think that might even be why I did the inlay on this one, is because there just wasn't enough material there to make it look right. So I always just go back and start over with a new one. I don't have plenty of material. So,
That piece of wood ain't gonna turn very good.
Appreciate it, whoever gave this card, give to me.
What kind of wood is it?
Box coat,
Malaysian blackwood.
close enough. But it's brown.
I'm brown.
How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Here's Spencer.
That's like what they're doing to ebony now. What we used to call trash, it had the brown streaks in it, they're calling that royal ebony now.
Well, it's the royal name is throwing, the price goes up.
Yes, and it goes from $2 a stick to $6 a stick, because it's royal ebony.
Hey, we're just dumbing up the bite, ain't we?
I still got some of my old black ebony. And you can always put shoe polish on it and darken it up.
You got your piano keys, isn't that what it was?
Piano, well,
Piano blanks.
violin tuning sticks. Or oboe, I mean, they're great big, little round blanks.
What do you call an oboe?
Oboe?
Oboe.
Oboe. Old big guitar.
Sit, hobo, sit. Sit down.
Oboe. 50,000 comedians out of a job. You gotta try to be one.
That's right, he's trying.
all right. So, we're just gonna do the same thing we did.
You stay in trouble, so it doesn't matter, does it? Be hard to tell the difference.
Did you hear that?
I was talking about you being in trouble.
No, I said their lady
Oh, he was
president.
good.
I wasn't talking about
He said
that.
It's hard to tell the difference.
He had
It
a
is,
grilled
but I-
cheese.
No.
I change my own oil, I rotate my tires, I do the brakes, I do the rotors.
Plain old grilled cheese.
The ladies have nicer
Yeah,
curves.
it's fine. So,
All right. So, just gonna do the same thing, just gonna true it up and put a tendon down on it. One thing I noticed when somebody was truing their piece up and they didn't cut it off with a bandsaw, if you come in like straight on with a roughing gouge or even this, it has a tendency it'll just peel those fibers back. So coming from the side on stuff like this, get a cleaner cut.
3 times on me a few minutes ago.
Hmm?
3 times on me a few minutes ago.
Yeah. And
I ain't afraid to admit it.
some woods are even worse.
Could have been the skin, I should have my gloves on. I go out and graze with the dog sometimes.
Something going on with me. Phyllis didn't come today.
Bless
And my wife was asking me, said,
you need more fiber to heal out of brand.
I was up until.
You need more fiber to heal out of brand.
Eat more soda. That sounded good. I said that sounded good when you cut it.
oh, you need to do it.
You said you did not get to do that?
I did.
Who said they did? Oh, John Harden said they did. Right? At the meal. For dinner.
See?
Hanging on the front, Carl. It's hanging on the front, Carl.
Spencer kept moving it on you so you couldn't find it.
Right? Sneaking around.
Them brown boys will do it to you every time.
If they let you carry your tools on, you have to check them. They let you carry your tools on, you have to check them.
No, I had to check. Yeah, I don't think they'd let you carry, even the gouges, or I don't even know, even a handle. I don't know, it's funny, because my wife and I, we just went to Wisconsin last weekend for the Robust open house, and she had her neck was bothering her, so she had this big jar of like that mineralized stuff.
Right.
It's like a jelly,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it's a big jar, they didn't say anything. We went through security 4 times, not a word. It was just in her purse. The first time we,
If it had been in her shoes, it would have been different.
right, well, it was funny because she goes, I forgot it was in there, and she was, thought she was gonna get called back and have to tell them what it was, and they didn't say a word. And so she just left it in there, and nobody cared.
I went through with pocket knife in mine.
Oh, and they let you?
And I threw it in the basket with my wallet, you know, all that stuff, phone, and it just went through the scanner.
I was trying to come back from Seattle one time and the chapstick in my pocket set the alarm off.
I was going to say, last time I flew, I had a little pocket knife that was on my keychain. Kind of opened up. It's got a little bottle opener stuff. They said you can't carry that. I said it's a keychain. So I'm sorry, sir. You either give it to us or.
Yeah, do they want it?
I said,
And I used to slam luggage for American Airlines. We used to test luggage, you know. Some of the guys I worked with, they were pretty brash about
Yeah.
giving the people stuff.
Yeah.
It was an absolute no-no. I can guarantee you when I drive to Cleveland next week, I won't have any problem like that.
only if you have a flat tire and get pulled.
Here in South Carolina, when that stuff gets confiscated, it goes over here on Boston Avenue and they sell it.
Yeah.
Stay over here.
I bought several pocket knives from over there, especially charades and Uncle Henry's. At one time you could get them for $5 a piece. Now they've gone up.
You could get a whole container at one time. Nice. There's one guy who goes here.
Well, you can tell that's a good battery.
Played at NCR.
I can hear you breathing.
I know. Bought a few things.
Had the bunny on it.
I took the test for TSA, passed it twice. And I still couldn't
Yeah, I
find
get it.
it when I was looking. Now, here it comes. So I can go forward. I'm not driving all the way to Florence, so 5 times.
Are you?
No, I was just thinking of Jed Clampett. Well, doggy. Uncle Jed, Uncle Jed.
Buddy had
Ernest, yeah. They make music. George, from Davy Crockett was his buddy George Jessel or George. What's George's last name? George. And Davy Crockett in the old series, in the old.
Epson?
Buddy Epson was the character, the actor.
right.
But he played Davy Crockett's sidekick.
I know who you're talking about. I can see it because I watch it every so often.
Bess Parker was Davy Crockett.
Right.
It's amazing how that guy could be 2 different characters, 2 different time periods, and look the same.
That's about like what they talked about. DeWitt, how they went from Dick Sargent. Nobody ever noticed.
What wasn't that?
They went from Dick York to Dick Sargent,
Yeah. I remember that.
and no one ever.
Those two guys look a lot alike.
That's because they were always looking to see.
No, they were looking at
Or what else would happen.
Elizabeth Montgomery.
On the loading here, I just kind of cut them out a little bit so you take out some of that. The material on the inside, because they are going to be a little bit thicker.
You making a dome underneath it?
Yeah. Take out some of the weight.
It's done, but it's not very deep.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Yeah, that was just a little bit deeper.
Jacobson's dome. As opposed to Kingman's dome. I said that's Jacobson's dome as opposed to Kingman's dome.
No, I like that idea. A guy gave me a bunch of cut-offs of a spalted piece of wood.
Yeah.
He said this is too short, small to turn, and I started making cutouts for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff is about 1/4 inch thick, 3/8 inch thick, but it looks good on the back of a hand mirror.
Right. Yeah, just add some nice detail. Like the box I have, that one, just even a little piercing like that. Adds a nice little touch.
You almost got it.
Walker wouldn't do that. He'd try to hit the racing.
That's just great picture. She beat you with a boat now.
He could hit you with a racing. I said, I dare you to wipe it out.
He probably did.
I never got beat because if she beat me, she'd go to church and tell my mom and daddy, then I got it worse at home. What you talking about, man?
So my son used to say.
Mama didn't raise no fool. It's bad enough to get a whooping at home, but had to get one at school and home?
Are you leaving a little rabbit to support the shoulder or not?
Pardon me?
Are you leaving a little rabbit to support the shoulder or not?
No, just straight.
Perfect.
Now, so like even on those when I think the lid should be a little bit loose on those, but I'll leave it like that, tight, and leave it in the house for a couple of days before I do a final sanding on it. All right. So,
Is your workshop conditioned?
is what?
Is it conditioned, heat and air?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It was a family room behind the garage, and I took it over, and it has heat and air and wainscoting.
Wainscoting in a shop. As the kids got older.
Yeah.
I think David Fellows did his turning in his dining room.
Yeah. All right, so for the tops, basically, I'm just gonna give it that shape right there. Same thing. That little kind of a lip there. And I'm not gonna go, like this one's pretty steep, and I'm not gonna make that one a little more shallow. So I'm gonna stick with that style.
Right.
Are you putting the little circle in there too? Like you have on that one?
On that
No,
little button.
no, I haven't. You know what, in tomorrow, if we have time, we'll show you the little tool. I mean, I could show you the tool, but if we have time, I'll demonstrate it real quick. But tomorrow, I'm gonna demonstrate that little tool for you too, before we do the burning. when you're coming in and parking that off too, don't go down too far, or then it'll start to chatter, you know, if you start working on it, in my job here. Yeah, like I said, it works great for a lot of things.
Johnny Finch.
Went under the
It's
bench.
behind the table, back by the curtains.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Tried to catch on.
Behind the curtain.
You guys sit on the front row?
Not quite rounded.
Oh, it wasn't. A little flat spot.
That was Brown's fault.
That was a good example to show you the learning opportunity or a teaching opportunity.
Design difference. That was in case it fell on the floor, it wouldn't roll so far.
I may have to get one of those chucks now.
And I forgot to sand the inside.
You know what they say about once.
You ain't never too young for your wants to hurt.
Go talk to Grandma about it. That can't be right. Okay, that's better.
What?
At one point, it was sitting way over here to the side.
Oh.
Now it looks rounded.
That was good.
Yeah. Government work anyway.
Oh, come on, everybody out in the main store wants to hear you blow your nose.
Oh, they got the TV off that way.
Since when? It was
Been
on.
off since I went out there earlier.
We all feel that way.
It was on a while ago when I was out there.
Was it?
Yeah.
They probably turned it off during lunch.
Should have picked a different wood.
There.
I like the design it's got in that there. The green. Uh-oh.
What?
I just saw the thing over there flicker on and off. Amy don't mind. We noticed he did that in one stroke now.
Carl, how long do you run one of those easy wood kits before you turn it or replace it?
About 3 weeks. But you can sand them too.
Yeah.
Or, I mean,
Take them and lay them flat.
you can sharpen it back up.
Yeah.
Just
Diamond
yeah, yeah, diamond stone works great. Yeah.
looking at is free passes.
Hmm? I'm just trying to get a nice curve on it.
Jupiter too. Says Jupiter too.
Jupiter 2?
Lost in space.
That's what I was going to say, Lost in Space.
That's what it looks like. Flying saucer.
Yeah.
It never landed, it always crashed every week.
Also looks like that spaceship off of Clyde Zone, where the woman went up on top of the roof, started beating it with an axe.
Remember now.
There was little teeny tiny men come out of the back of the guitar and come to find out it's from the USA.
Looks like a mushroom.
The day the Earth stood still.
Huh?
The day the Earth stood still. Is that the one where they had the?
That's Gort.
Gort. I got that on, I bought that on DVD a couple months back.
What's the one where they came back and warned the Earth? That day Earth stood still. Yeah.
And he was a metal man.
Yeah.
Gort. Is that the one where he brought some tanks out there and he just disintegrated them?
Remember that part?
Well, they killed the human, but then Gort brought him back to life for a time.
I was going back to his wife, showing them how to turn wood, and they're talking about spaceships.
Yes, sir.
Sci-fi movies.
You can tell they're staying watching TV more than they do turning. I'm not ashamed. I'm a couch potato.
What is that? That channel? It's like the new TV or something?
Yeah.
It has all the old shows on it. Yeah. It's funny. I see it every once in a while, and I remember that. Yeah.
I like Grit TV.
Cowboy.
Mary Ann.
And don't even tell me Mrs. Howell.
All of them dead except
As long as
Mary
she comes
Ann.
with the money.
Don
Louise
Wills.
is still alive.
No, she died.
Yeah, Don Wells is still alive.
I know Don Wills. She's on a swim.
And Ginger.
Ginger's dead.
Which one?
Tina Louise.
When did she
That was the
die?
only
I
gender.
don't know.
No, there was two.
The Johnson fellow, the professor, he died. He still had 2-3 years ago. But, make sure.
Sorry, is this thing on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably super annoying.
No, we didn't know.
Tina Louise, actress.
According to Wikipedia, Louise is a national
What?
It stopped.
Here we go.
And you say you let this thing sit in the house for a few days to
Yeah.
before you glue it up?
Yep. And so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter whether the wood's dry or not. I mean, when you put it on there, start spinning around at 3,000 RPMs, and then taking a piece of steel and heating it up, it's gonna create moisture back in it or dry it out, you
I
know.
apologize. No, wait a minute. February 10, 2016.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to him.
Hmm?
He's in charge.
What?
We go
You're
to
in charge.
ours.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what type of box you make, I would take it in the house and even if it's anything you want to fit together, especially if you want a nice fit, I would take it in the house and let it sit for a couple of days. Make it a little bit tight.
Telling you. Something's hitting her.
You do that before or after you put on the finish?
I use a wax finish on almost everything, so I do it after. I put the finish on when I'm on the way, then if I have to sand it a little bit.
I know, John,
Yeah, he's been doing it.
no, he just died Don used to do a new TV commercial.
Malaysian Blackwood ebony.
Yeah.
Malaysian?
Yeah, Malaysian.
Yeah, it's hard. Oh, yeah. Beautiful wood. That was, someone was putting out the freezer.
Have you ever turned brass and paper?
A couple of times.
Think we can make it fit this? Mine was,
Long October had about a 10-inch tree part of it, take down limb.
yeah.
I got a bunch of
Of Bradford pear.
Probably not a good place for it. It's probably not a good place for it.
Well, that one,
Okay. What do you think of make one probably donated or, part of our club?
I've been doing
Yeah. And then you
I'll
want
bring this right back.
to turn some bracket in that?
Yeah.
so we only have 4 hours, right, tomorrow?
I'll just say,
9 to 1, yeah.
you got about a 30-minute break in the middle or so, 40 minutes.
Excuse me.
Oh, you gonna do it for me? I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just wanna watch.
I think,
That didn't work.
Well, I'm glad I didn't lean over any further, because it'd have got me right in the face. That's right over this side. Oh, well.
It's broke.
No, it broke?
Yeah, I saw a chip come off of it.
Behind the curtain, did you find it? Well, we're doing that.
hey, I'll do the bottom, you do the top, okay?
All right.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do. You got it recorded?
Now, a while ago when you said something, I was supposed to talk about it and I cut it off. So when you wanna stop it, just hit pause. It's running right now. Just look at the counter. You see the counter moving? And always hit pause. Not stop unless you're finished. 'Cause when you hit stop, it goes into I can't even think of what you call it. Carl, what, I was thinking, what angle you got on yours? Because it looks like a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
What's that, about a 40?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Thompson Turner tool.
Huh?
That's a Thompson grind.
I mean, I've heard them called bottom feeders because it's so shallow for it to go around corners.
Yeah, well, the M ones are a little more shallow too. They're going right around the corner.
tear it around this side. You got not wide enough.
Yeah, a lot of little stuff like that for video editing. All the, you know, every time you see the camera move and stuff like that, it's all just in the edit. You can
I'm gonna sit this right here, Carl.
editing, you can do like a soundtrack, voiceover, you know, main audio.
Did you create a dovetail on that side, or did it have to do?
No, didn't do much. We're just making the bottom. So you see how it didn't sit flat?
Yeah.
So if you do a bowl or something, you definitely don't want the cap there.
Sure.
Once it's done, right under the
Well, you're gonna clean that up in a minute.
dog. This is his.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Did you measure from the outside first?
Yeah, what I normally do is like get it tight, you know, just so it's just pressure and rolling in about a quarter of a turn. So I know it's not. Nice about the video too, just all races on that.
More. That might be it. Close that, no.
This is the bottom, right?
Yeah.
What are we looking for? There it is. So there it is.
doing it, just trying to leave this kind of enough material there. The one that his is pretty thin. I saw a couple other ones that were
Quite thin.
yeah.
That's one of those new party tools, right?
I don't know. I think so. He didn't have one.
When they first came out, they were flat stock. Then you started doing them out of round stock.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. This one is good.
Made it center.
Yeah, it is a
You like the old little cheapo pot knives, butter knives.
yeah.
You did it once already. Yeah. You'll be smarter to do this first.
I'll see round the bottom too.
Start out here on the
This one's a little different than the other one, but
a little bit. Make it smaller, so think of it to this. And then pick up on it, making it bigger until like this. And now what's going to do is going to be the window, so this is going to be it. Right. Okay. So make it just a little bit smaller so you can't plug it in, and then just sneak up on it.
You ever try to do the reverse turning? With the sand?
yeah, I do. I usually do it on
Go ahead.
I usually go back and forth on the grit.
Sure.
Yeah. And that way it kind of swaps the grain back and forth.
Feel like oh, can I borrow your towel for a few seconds? Nope.
That didn't feel right.
Alright. This is what I do. First off, you look at this.
Cracked that burning before?
To me?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've never dealt with it. I've heard about your new machine or what you have. That is the line. I'll turn it off.
His name's George. Honest Go Works.
Okay.
He's the one that takes home. I don't.
Well, I mean, I knew you. What I heard. The one we had here, we had a guy bring in a microwave. He took a microwave power source out of it and hooked it all up.
Yeah. And it works, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of dangerous.
And all your hauling, I know it's going on.
Corn in
So what do I do with
About there, right? You can start this, yeah, now the way I do it is I usually run yeah, and basically I just went like this. And this guy cut I got the bone out with this.
It's just a little safer.
The last thing I use
later. Microwave transformer.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten. You do the fitting on the top.
Yeah, and then turn it over. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think that was the same piece.
You want to take that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't the best looking things in the world, huh?
But yeah, it's kind of neat. It's not, even if you did get shocked with that one, it's like a spark plug or something.
Right.
It's not. The other one,
Can I borrow mine back a
guys
minute?
using them. What? I got it ready to go.
Can I borrow these?
Yep.
These are on the bottom, isn't it?
So you measure the outside and then you move yourself in, move your way in on the boxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, if they were going to go on the inside, do the opposite.
What I was saying, on the calipers, you measure them out here, measure on here, then you work your way into the, well, never mind. I just saw something. Never mind. Okay.
I got confused.
I got confused there too. Sorry.
Man. I hate taking medicine. Man, it's just like, feel groggy. Then I start getting math questions and it's all over. Ready?
Don't miss.
You know what I just realized? In order for me to sneak up on that rascal, I'm gonna need this. Thank you, sir.
Sneak up slowly. I got the bottom's almost done.
Okay, I'm working on the top. I'll sneak up on it really good.
Oh. You know who Izzy is, Swan?
I'm sorry?
You know who Izzy is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Charleston.
Charleston too.
Now keep in mind when we video, when I tape these or copy them, this will probably have about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes of blank. Where somebody unplugged the camera from over there and it's running off his battery. I remember when I went out there to get something with a picture of Blaze and I came back in, the TV and the camera was off.
Still going?
Now you didn't do it, I know, because we plugged that in, it wasn't plugged in over there. Right. But about 2, maybe, we started at 8, right? Somewhere around 10, 10:30, you'll have a blank spot for about 20 minutes. Everything was running, just the camera was off.
Can you guys cut that out?
Yeah, if we had a way to edit it.
Now, what we're doing today is just to leave a fresh video. Now, when whoever does it tomorrow, David Beatrice will take it and edit all the mess. When we put it in the library, he edits everything out of it. So what we're doing here today, I'll just copy it and give you a copy of it.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to film tomorrow too?
Yeah. Provided you pay that $79.95 filming fee. But you'll probably get at least 110 back for not knowing how to run the camera fee. and I don't know who's gonna run the camera.
Me
He's
and
gonna run
David.
it. David said something about it.
Well, he's gonna help me get it set up, and then I'll be running it.
Just remember, whenever you take a break, hit pause.
Hit pause.
And at the end, when you hit stop, I'll show you this afternoon.
One of my clients' computer system went down. I gotta go. Friday afternoon, and they're all,
It's nice to meet you.
thank you, and they're losing it.
You got everything together? You need any help
I'm
getting stuff together?
I put it in the cabinet. I'm looking for the short. What? Yeah.
If you gotta go, go ahead.
You get her done?
Nope, I need to get bigger jars.
Oh, okay.
The jars don't open big enough on that. Except after it started, then I remember to have to swap it around.
We can use this one, but can you part it off?
Well, like, can I part it, you can part it off right there completely?
Yeah. Just hold on to that little lip.
Yeah, I can do that.
Or turn it out of way. Chance of it.
I like that. That's kind of nice. The
Yeah.
you can hold on to here.
Yeah, it's sometimes.
It's still sticky,
Yeah.
but it's still. I like that.
Can you bring your calipers to help me?
Are you getting ready to?
Now, my husband has done that, what he does with his boxes.
Yeah.
He takes my printer paper. I've got little labels on.
Yeah.
Okay, when I use the labels for my Tupperware catalog,
Right.
and then he takes that and puts it through the printer, and it will print on it, and then he.
A little price is $29.95. Go in again. All right, let me get around here to you. You can be piercing from the top or the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll, most everybody can be here tomorrow too. So I'm just gonna do a little bit to try and give you an idea of it, and then I'll do a little bit tomorrow too on this box. But there's not a whole lot to it.
Oh, shoot, you got it hooked back up? Yeah.
Says the artist to the novice that has never tried it. Says the artist to the novice that has never tried it.
Artist. Ugh. All right, over there.
Over there.
Get up here, Spencer.
Yes, sir.
Which one next one's worse? Oh, we sold them 20 minutes ago.
They got good money.
Yeah.
I think you sold them cheap, didn't you?
I thought we gave them away, but we called it sold. You know, sold.
Yeah. $5 give anything away. $5 I didn't have when I come in today.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to pass that around. It's just a little tip. I got it at Home Depot. There's a pack, 2 of them for $6, I think.
You know what number they are?
I don't know what they, but if they sell Dremel tools here, they'll have them here, and they're just standard little bits. But for doing stuff like this, they're the best ones I've found where they don't try and skip around and jump out of your hand. Because if you work with any of the little gnarled bits, you notice they try and run on you sometimes. So those are
that one's kind of fluted.
Yeah.
So fluted.
Yeah.
All right, and then for the tool here. I was just telling everybody I picked this up at Harbor Freight about 7 years ago for $9. And I know that's amazing that it's still working, but it is. And I looked online, you can get them online now for about $30. Every place from Grizzly to just Amazon sells them now. And it's a rotary tool. It spins, I'm not sure the RPMs, but it's super fast.
Probably about
Not to
9,700.
take it off. So if you wanted to do, I'm just gonna do some basic, just straight down piercing on this, but if you wanted to make little tea lights or Christmas ornaments,
Right,
you can, what?
right.
Oh,
I'm just saying,
sorry.
as you were saying, that's
Oh.
right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do, in a couple weeks here, I'm gonna do a sphere Christmas ornament, and I'm gonna pierce all the way through. I'm gonna just bring the wall thickness down and pierce all the way through and put a light inside of it. So you can make little tea lights with this method. You could do, I've done dragonflies on the outside, you put a little light in it, it will shine through.
Have you showed that on YouTube? It seemed like to me I saw somebody make a little cone like that and just stuck it right over a tea light and it's lit up.
You know what, I
Somebody
didn't, I don't think I did one on YouTube for the tea lights yet, but I did some of the piercing and, some other people made some little tea lights, but.
Right.
So it's neat if you want to do stuff like that. Put the light in and it'll shine right through. So I'm just gonna kinda show you, there's no rhyme or reason to how you wanna do this. You just kinda wanna make it random, which sometimes is a little harder than it looks. I mean, patterns are, you wanna go with patterns, but you can go different depths on it. What you can also do is, just find images online. So if you want a image of a dragonfly, you just go online, print it out on your computer, use sticky adhesive, put it right here and just trace around it. I mean, and it could be your favorite sports team or, butterflies. All right, so I'll show you how it works.
Oh God, I'm at the dentist.
I know, that's what I said.
All right.
Novocaine kicked out.
Are you going all the way through?
No. I'll put a couple all the way through, I think. And the jaws are right there, so I don't want to do it there. Normally, if I'm piercing a box like this, I would do it before I parted it off. So I would have cleaned out the inside, sanded it, did the piercing to it, and then parted it off.
You're also going different depths.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just to give it a different effect.
He's making big ones and small ones.
Yeah. Yep.
A stone path.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like on the, hold on.
And you got that from Harbor Freight?
Us too, if you do them
Yeah.
the same, you got one wrong, you screw up the whole thing, so that's.
So like
how
that
it
one,
looks.
same thing. Those are deeper, and then they gradually get bigger, and then that one's just a little path. But yeah, you
I don't know if they have those anymore. At least stores I've been into, I've never seen them.
They sell them at Grizzly. I know.
Bless you.
I know they have some type of grinder here that works off of a.
Well, I think the Dremel tools will
Yeah.
work too.
Yeah.
These are cheap, but this is the one I had. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of just really do whatever you want. And if you did a picture, print off a picture, I mean, it's pretty much endless what you could do. I mean, you can. Bless you. Everybody's got a cold now, right?
No, it's just dust this time.
Your fault.
The faster RPM doesn't run on you as much either, does it?
Right. Yeah. It doesn't. It really doesn't try and skip around. You can't really move it sideways because of the way the bed's shaped. It works a little bit, but not very well. But yeah, it doesn't try and skip at all, really. And then when you're done, you just go back through and sand off the little marked pencil line. But even you want to print off somebody's initials or name. I mean, nowadays you can go find a cursive signature you know, your name. If you wanted to do that on the bottom of the box or something, or anybody's name if somebody you were giving it to,
Hidden messages.
right?
Yeah, we're sitting there
Somebody
looking at it,
did
don't
that
know
one
what it
time,
is, and
Dave.
all of a sudden they finally
That's-
realize, what did you say?
They did it like that, and then they turned around and put that rubbing buff in it.
Yeah,
So-
and you can fill this in with epoxy. You can fill it in with that milliput.
Yeah.
That's neat stuff. So anything too like that, you want to fill it in. Like I said, it's pretty much endless. So you know, grab any picture you want and fill it in with purple epoxy, make a purple dragonfly or.
Yeah, acrylic, whatever.
Yeah.
But
That might be a little push for that.
some of the simplest stuff, when you break down and see how it's done, and then you go, you know, duh, that was simple and easy, but somebody else looks at it and goes, ah, it just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the first
Does it
time I ever
take a lot
seen.
of air to run that? Does it take a lot of air?
I have a 60-gallon tank, but it'll run on a little pancake compressor.
It will?
It runs nonstop, but my 60-gallon run kicks on and off quite a bit too. So, but it will run on just a little compressor.
Okay.
But they do, like if you want to go with a Dremel, they make electric.
Well, I've got a Dremel in, but, you know, but, just curious about it. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it, but it's pretty much endless what you can do with it. So.
Thank you.
I'll show you a little bit more tomorrow. But I don't know if anybody has any other ideas on ways to use it too, other than teeth.
Yeah, Barbara Deal does a lot of
Teeth.
work with that.
But I need a toothpick before you
Barbara
go,
Deal,
Carl, if it's it.
she does a lot of work with Dremel tools.
Oh, does she? Yeah, I've tried other bits on them, but this one seems to, for doing stuff like this, they
That's
don't.
my
don't
fault,
run
I'm
or
sorry.
anything.
Just hit the top button, Tom. On the top of my iPhone.
Need a power stick.
Well, I had it turned off and I thought we were close to finish.
Right on, like you said earlier. After mine went off this morning.
Carl,
Yeah.
Are we done or
Yeah, I think so.
any questions? Anything else? Okay. For some house cleaning items, these three legs here, there should be nothing on it except for the tool rest, and these three go in the back room. Okay, these are man tools. So, and then the rest of them